Hi, Carrie Bishop. Carrie, Rags ate some cat poo. I know this probably sounds really dumb, like a new mom or something. Should I call the vet? Hi, Teresa. Hi, Sweet Tea. Hi, Cotton Candy Boobs. Don't worry. Don't worry about cat poop. She'll just... But it was obviously outdoor cat poo. What if it had worms? You guys are laughing. I'm freaking out. I mean, I'm freaking out to the point that I'm going live at 8:30 something in the morning. Sweetie, you're praying for Rex. Probably ought to pray for me. She's not freaking out. I am. Cat food is more dangerous? Hi, Amelia. Well, Amelia, kind of she has. She found a dead slug. Fortunately, it wasn't slimy anymore. She'll be okay. All right, I'm sorry for the alarm. The alarm in the title. Rags ate cat poo and I'm freaking out. Okay. Pray for my fur mama heart to not be worried. Cats can eat dog food. Dogs can't eat cat food. Cat food will give her the runs too. Well, so far, she's a regular pooper. She poops in the morning around 6:30-ish to 7, and then she poops in the afternoon around 5 to 6. Cotton Candy Boobs, she was doing the Waller thing. And I know enough about dogs. I mean, I'm not that but I knew enough about it to realize there's something in the grass there that is probably not alive. And I figured since I couldn't see it, it was probably a bug. A big bug, but a bug. And she did that thing that doggies do, just wallow in the grass. And then she hopped back up on all fours and got that nose down, and she started rooting around, and I recognized the dead slug in her mouth right away. Hi, Whiskey Boots 19. Well, Whiskey Boots 19, I think I can't speak for everyone in chat. Everyone seems to be doing well, and I'm doing fine now that those in chat who are familiar with doggy ways, y'all, I'm not kidding. I was totally freaking out. I was like, come on, here's a pork chomp. Take a pork chomp and get back in the kennel, because I have to go live and find out if something really weird is going to happen to you. Now that I really think about it, I could have Googled it, huh? Instead of freaking out and going live on YouTube. I could have just Googled, what should I do if my dog eats cat poo-poo? Nutritious. Cotton Candy Boobs, you give your girls these free-dried minnows. They're so smelly. And one of the girls' wallers, oh, Cotton Candy Boobs. Frozen minnows? Carrie Bishop. You know what? She's really smart. And here again, members, especially members, those of you who send me money, but everybody, I know this is a cat rescue channel. I know it's a kitty cat channel. And I know that here of late, the focus has been on rags. Thank you guys for hanging in there with me while I'm learning to be a doggy mama. So is Esther here? Hi, Judy. I don't see Esther, but I see Teresa Nelson saying hi to her. But anyway, guys, I appreciate that not only, as far as I know, because I haven't had any comments to the like, as far as I know, none of you have gone, well, you know, it's furry felines. And excuse me, I had an English muffin for breakfast and there seemed to be a bit of it on the tip of my tongue. I'm sorry. You promise, Whiskey Boots? Okay. I'm going to, hi, Esther. Now I see Esther. Whew. I feel so much better. But back to what I was saying. I do want to take just a few moments to let you guys know that I know this is a furry feline channel. And I know that you guys came here either from my other channel because you love me and you wanted to support what I'm doing over here, even if maybe you're not a cat person, or you came because you are a cat person and perhaps the channel was recommended to you because I know that there have been a number of you that have shared the channel on your Facebook and other social media platforms to other cat lovers. So during this time that I've been getting used to being a new doggy mama, I just wanted you guys to know that I really appreciate that you're hanging in there with me, and I also wanted to let you know that I'm doing really well with dealing with the loss of little old man. And that I think Rags coming into our lives so unexpectedly sorry, the timing. You guys might think I'm silly. And if you do, that's okay. I feel like the universe sent Rags right when I would need her the most. She occupies a lot of time. Those of you who have dogs know that it's different. I can't go off and leave her all day. I wouldn't even if I could. So thank you for all the wonderful gifts for her. And Cotton Candy Boobs. Let me pull myself up out of that. She does not chew her blanket. As you guys know, she has practically decimated the bed sent by Cotton Candy Boobs. She's ripped out all 4 of the bolsters. She hasn't ripped the bottom, so she still has her bed. She doesn't have any pillows or bolsters around the edge. And Cotton Candy Boobs sent 2 blankets. The solid pink one is the one that I've taken out there now. The one Cotton Candy Boobs that you sent with the paw prints is being held in reserve for when the solid pink one is getting washed. But the way that baby chews on practically everything, she has not once chewed that pink blanket. She lays on it. She was laying on it right before I went live. I checked on her looking out the window. When I go out to do the daily, shaking out the bed and shaking out the blanket and sweeping her kennel and cleaning her dishes and, just making sure everything is tidy and in order. She will get on her bed, and after I shake out her pink blanket, I toss it over her, and she gets a hold of it gently and does this and kind of pulls it up and over her. I give her some scruffies on top of her head and behind her ears, tell her she's a good girl. I give her a treat. Today she got a pork chomp. Hi, Curious Cat. But it's so, why isn't she chewing on the blanket? I mean, I'm glad she isn't, but it's almost like it's her special thing. Cats, not cars. I missed something in chat, didn't I? I missed so much in chat because I like when I'm talking to you to actually look into the lens so that you feel more like I'm actually talking with you rather than like I'm reading your chat and not looking at you or paying attention. I know that sounds, but because on a live stream, naturally interacting with the chat is more appropriate. But I get to jacking these old jaws, and so I missed something. Let me see if I can scroll back down without accidentally timing someone out. Or Curious Cat. My dog seems to think cat poo is a wonderful treat. I swear I think one of my cats is in cahoots with her. and, and will poop just outside the box so the treat doesn't have any kitty litter on it. Oh, Curious Cat. Oh, my word. Damned. This is a cat rescue channel, and right now we're talking about a dog that came into our lives from out of nowhere that we have rescued. Sunday Winter. Hi, welcome. You have 3 cats. Right now we have 19 rescues here at Furry Feline Monsters of Mass Destruction. And we'll go around and see some of them here in a few moments. Carrie, whiskey boots, you think it would bark me good? Well, Sunday, they're not all inside, dear. And the members, the subscribers, and the viewers here on the channel are way over the top generous. We have an Amazon wish list and a Cash App and a PayPal. But we weekly receive a mountain, so to speak, of gifts shipped to us from Amazon.com as well as from Chewy. And it's very rare that we have to actually purchase cat food, cat litter, now dog food, both wet and dry. Dan, yes, people do. People donate to the Cash App, to the PayPal. Every penny goes to benefit the animals. Mostly veterinary bills. I save it, let it build up on the cards, so that when something happens, because when you're rescuing animals, it's not if something happens, it's when. So people have been very generous. In the beginning, when little old man had to be put down last month, but before that, when we realized how ill he had become, the viewers here, everyone pulled together to help us financially to try to save his life. And he lived about another 6 months. I need to think about something other than little old man. Hi, Alwyn Flo. But damned, yes, the answer to your question simply is yes. My grandchildren would tell you our Granny Ma tends to give long-winded answers to short questions. So, and there are memberships available for anybody that would like to join. See, I did have to use the Cash App card. Well, I didn't have to. I could have used personal money, but people sent us money for the cats and for Rags. So I had actually, it's the first time I had run out of cat litter. Well, I don't remember the last time I had run out of cat litter because of the gifts. But I went to, no, I didn't go. The boss took the Cash App card and went to Dollar General and bought 2 23-pound boxes of Tidy Cats clumping litter. And we hid it really well. We had just gotten a sale paper from them. It was a Sunday. And their sale paper was included in the newspaper. And it was on sale, $12.50 for 23 pounds. So he took the Cash App card for Furry Felines and bought 2 of them. And then the very next day, we haven't opened it yet. We tried to save, and I'm going over things that those of you who have been here for a while already know, but we have a couple of new folks watching and in the chat. So, hi, Victoria. The very next day, a Chewy delivery came, I'm sure from Cotton Candy Boobs. And it's heavy. So I'm sure it's cat litter. But what we try to do we try to go live on Sunday afternoon, sometime in the mid-afternoon Central Time for the United States. We're in Arkansas, North Central Arkansas. And my husband, that we call the boss here on the channel, is our official. He was elected by the members and subscribers here as the official package opener for Furry Feline Monsters of Mass Destruction. So we go live on Sunday, generally speaking. There have been a few times that we haven't. And when we're not going to go live, I do try to at least upload a short video or make a community post to let everybody know there won't be a live on Sunday. But at this point, we're planning one. They are from You Cotton Candy Boobs. Why am I not surprised? Hi, Patty Ponytail. Okay, so I was wondering if I might need to change the title of the live stream afterwards, but why would I? It could be clickbait that could come in really handy. There might be people out in the world that want to know how could rags eat kitty cat poo? Oh, yes, Carrie. He's a good package opener aficionado. Well, if you mean affectionado, then yes, you spelled it incorrectly. But if you're making up the word that he is the official and making it anado, I'm all cool with that. Or it could actually be a real word. And even if it wasn't a real word, Carrie, before, it is now because you just put it in a live chat. It could end up in the Urban Dictionary. You could be famous. We're going to try to see a few cats. But they all nestle up this time of year. Hey, another. Tammy T, you have been a devil cat for 5 months. Devil with the blue dress, blue dress, blue dress, devil with the blue dress on. Devil with the blue dress, blue dress, blue dress, devil with the blue dress on. Hi, Susan BCO. They probably think Rex is my neighbor. Oh, that gives me another aside. I know it's a cat and dog channel now, and you haven't seen anything but a big old human face. And by old, I mean old. I mean, you guys know I had a birthday on the 30th of October. I'm a lot older now than I was the last time. Just saying. And Bob and I have been married. We love you, Tammy T. Bob and I have been married a whole year longer than we were before. We got married the day before my birthday because he never forgets my birthday. Bob has never forgotten my birthday, ever. So we figure if we get married the day before my birthday, how could you possibly forget your anniversary? Hi, Joby. Okay, so the two things, hi Viro, the two things that pop into my head before we go see if we can see some kitty cats have to do with my awesome neighbor. You guys know that, well, most of you know. Not everybody knows because some of you are new. My neighbor is a retired chief petty officer from the United States Navy, and she has a significant loss of hearing due to, how do I say this on YouTube and get away with it? Due to having been on board a ship during a conflict and great big pew pews going off. So she has a service dog. His name is Smokey, and he is the biggest German Shepherd I have ever seen in my life. Now, Lillian and I have been neighbors for a couple of years now, and she had Smokey when she came. And Smokey, who's always on a harness, he's always on a harness, but when he comes outside, he's secure and he's very well trained. But Smokey would always bark at me when I would come out in my yard. And because I'd never been around great big dogs and whatnot, it would kind of not scare me, but make me feel a little ill at ease. And the thought would go through my mind, what might happen if Smokey were to break out of his harness? Because he is also trained to protect Lillian. So, long story cut a little bit short. Cotton candy boobs. One of the boxes that arrived last week had a number of toys for Rags. In there was from Kong, they look like tennis balls. They look like they're like the size of a softball, but they're made by Kong, and they have squeakers inside, and they're super tough, and there were 2 of them. Cotton candy boobs, don't get mad at me. But ever since Rags came, Lillian has been talking to me about socializing Rags after she gets spayed. Although Smokey has been neutered, he still thinks sometimes. Okay. Rags is getting neutered on the 15th, and Lillian is going to do the transport because her granddaughter had to think, has an SUV. So we can put the kennel in the back of her SUV, Rags in the kennel, and then go to the vet to drop her off to get spayed. The reason I'm not going to use the harness with the seatbelt thing is for this first time, I'm going to eventually use it, but I don't want my first time driving with a canine in the car to be me taking her to the vet to get spayed. I don't know how she's going to react. Lillian and I discussed it, and Lillian was like, she likely was taken in a vehicle to be dumped off. So she may have some nerves about that, some anxiety about being in a vehicle. And I would be traveling alone with her. So I asked Lillian if she would be willing to help me out, and she immediately responded yes. So back to what I was saying about socializing. Lillian also brought up that it would be a good idea after Rags heals from her spaying to socialize Smokey and Rags. And I think it's a wonderful idea. However, Lillian knows how to do this, okay? So she was like, but we want to socialize with you first. Well, I had, I don't want to mix 2 days together. I almost mixed 2 days together. So on that day, that very day, at that time, we said, okay, let's do it now. So Lillian had me stand in my yard. Our yard's a butt, but there's no fence. There's just the fruit trees. Okay. Lillian said, okay, just stand right there and stand still. And she let Smokey off of his chain. And he very calmly, with her, strode toward me. He sniffed me up and down and up and down and up and down. And she said, go ahead and pet him. I've never petted such a big, beautiful, massive dog. He's huge. His fur is so luscious. And he's named Smokey because of his color, I think. We made friends right away. Hi, Flies. Devil. And you are a devil in a blue dress. Hope you're feeling okay, Flies. So, that all was successful. And we all went on about our day. Okay. It was either the next day or the following. Okay, but a day or two ensues and or goes by, and the boss has opened the box, and I took still photographs, but I haven't posted them yet. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting. And he opens the boxes, and one of them has all these doggy toys. Okay, so I had put one of the Kong balls into my pocket to go out and walk Rags. And I was getting it to smell like me by carrying it around in my pocket while I was walking her. And then I was going to give it to her when she went back in her kennel to have something new to play with. Well, when I went out, I realized that Lillian was out, Smokey was out. There were some neighborhood activities going on that I was like, I think I'll kind of wait till it settles down, because Rags loves everybody. She wants to be petted by everybody taking a stroll down the street, everybody going to the walking trail, everybody on a bicycle. She's like, come and pet me, come and pet me, come and pet me. So I was trying to avoid all that. So instead of taking Rags out, Carrie, you've been a cracking cat for 5 months. Wow. And Cotton Candy, I am going to get to the thing where I'm saying, don't get mad at me. Okay. So I walk over and I start visiting with Lillian and Smokey, who comes right to me. And I'm petting Smokey. And I'm talking to Lillian. And then we're parting company. And I look over at Lillian and I said, hi, Kim. Well, no, I didn't look over at Lillian and say, hi, Kim. I looked over at Lillian and I go, can I give Smokey a toy? And she was like, sure. And I pulled the ball out of my pocket. And she goes, oh my goodness, he's going to love that. She goes, go ahead and throw it. Cotton Candy boobs. You might as well jump on the membership train. Cotton Candy boobs, thank you. Smokey ran and grabbed that ball because Smokey fetches. Smokey's been trained to fetch and loves to play with a ball. He's got his own balls. He's got a football and a basketball, and of course they're all deflated after he's had them a moment. But he loves his new yellow ball. So after that, I came back in and I put the other yellow ball in my pocket. And after a little while, I followed through with my plan with rags. And cotton candy boobs, those balls are actually pretty durable. Of course they would be because they're made by Kong. But I can hear her out there from time to time, squeaky, 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 squeaky. And she's tried to rip the covering off of it. Hi, Elise. 4 months you've been a devil cat, you little devil, you. Oh, guys. I don't know why I keep my bangs aren't laying down right this morning. It's driving me crazy. Okay, we've been on here 36 minutes and all I've done is talk. But that was just the one thing. Let me say the second thing regarding rags, and then we'll try to look at some cats before we say goodbye. Okay, I haven't looked at an almanac this year, so I don't know what is being predicted for winter. We feel confident about what we have provided for rags so far, and will continue to. For example, we're going to go to Tractor Supply and get a brooder lamp for when it gets, usually here in our part of the country, if we're going to have severe winter weather, which for us would mean sleet, snow. We rarely get more than 5 or 6 inches of snow, if we get snow at all. Every winter or so, we tend to have an ice storm. And a couple of you had asked in comments, hi Patches, if, now my words, not y'all's, I'm paraphrasing here, but if push comes to shove with severe winter weather, how can you bring rags into the kitchen? And I was like, no. I mean, we have rescue cats in here and she chews on everything. I just can't see how that could be accomplished. Hi, Patches. Are you going to come around here and let people see you? Oops, sorry, guys. Hang on. She's got, hang on, guys. We'll look at kitties and just say, let me go with this story and then we'll get, it's not a story. It's, you know what I mean. Jovi, Jovi, did you become a member and I missed it? I'm sorry. Thank you. Okay. Something occurred to me yesterday. Little old man's castle is a big dog kennel. So, hang on. Let me say, hang on. So, let's see. Hang on a second, guys. Sorry. Carrie, thank you for sharing links. I gotta do the tighten up here a little bit. I don't want my phone to fall out of this tripod. Well, here's Willow. Oh, she does really well in the harness. I kept her in it for an entire day. She does really well with the harness, and she was very cooperative with me putting it on her, talking about Rags. Anyway, here's my fingernail chewer, Willow. Ow, that was a little too tight, too much. And Willow was rescued 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago, from a drug house. You guys have heard me say more than once, everybody in that house went to jail, except her. She came to live with us. So, there's pretty Patty Patches. She's our nervous kitty. She upchucks if she doesn't have the dish that Willow is eating out of is actually Patch's dish. It's elevated and tilted at a 15-degree angle. And it was provided just like the seat cover that you see behind it in the box, the harness, and almost everything you're going to see that has to do with cats, all provided by our viewers. But Patch's special dish was sent to us by a viewer to help her because, well, it reduces her upchucking. But hang on, grab your barf bags. Okay, you guys remember, I know, Little Old Man's Habitat. Yesterday I remembered Little Old Man's Habitat, his castle, is actually a kennel for a big dog. So, I'm trying to find an angle here, and Willow keeps getting under my feet. If we have really, I'm trying to back up so you can, okay. Right now, it has kitty cat beds, kitty cat towels, and the other new toys for Rags that were sent by Cotton Candy Boobs in it, because this is an eastern facing window in my laundry room here. And the kitties go in there and lay in the sun in the morning. However, that kennel can very easily be lifted down. Hang on. Can very easily be lifted down off of that old dining room table and brought right here. A little rearranging can be done. Now, I'm not going to do it unless it's absolutely necessary. But because I remembered that I have a great big dog kennel, it's already in the house. And it gave me so much peace of mind to know I do have a way. If I have to, we can bring her in if it gets really, really cold. And she can be in the kitchen. Now, realizing that the indoor rescue cats will probably totally freak out at first if it happens. But I wanted to, yes, awe and flow. And I'm so glad I realized it. And that I'm remembering to tell you guys on the channel, because there have been viewers concerned about it. So, peace of mind. Peace of mind. So, let's see if we can see anybody else. Let me flip the lens here, if it'll flip for me. Hang on. Come on. There we go. So, I've got some Thanksgiving, getting a little bit early start on some Thanksgiving decor. Oops, let me turn this down. It's copyright-free music, so that shouldn't be a problem, but let me turn that down. The kitties seem to really enjoy these type channels, especially if there are birds chirping. They also like the channel, if you guys have seen it, that's, I don't know if it's a huge aquarium or if it's actually footage shot under the ocean, but it's fish, and they really enjoyed that as well. But who have we got here? Oh, we have two of the triplets. For anyone who's new and hasn't met, hi, this is Trey Amigos. This is his brother, Deuce McKenzie. They are two of the triplets. They have a sister. Her name is Julie Newmar. They were rescued. Actually, there were four. We weren't able to rescue the fourth one. I'm not going to go into details. It's triggering. But we have the three. They were rescued when their mama cat, who had been abandoned, brought them here to show them where they could get food and water when she began weaning them. So as she brought them one by one, the boss went out and grabbed them up. This one's favorite thing to do is to steal my socks. Hi, Poppy Red Mustang. There's Julie Newmar. There's their sister. Hi, Julie Newmar. Okay, these guys never go outside. They are, of course, spayed, or she is spayed, and they are neutered. Deuce is snuggled up in a bed that was sent by flies on the coleslaw. And as you can see, we have 1, 2, 3 boxes from Chewy. And I'm not sure who that's from or where it's from, but I am sure that it's for a puppy or kitties. Let's see, nobody in the box, but loads of toys been tucked away in there. As I mentioned, everyone knew, almost every single thing you see that is associated with cats and a dog, including those scratch pads, were sent by our viewers. The cat tower, the blankets that were crocheted by our friend Still in Leather up in Canada and shipped to us. The outdoor habitats are now outfitted with the blankets. And the outdoor kitties are using the habitats and the blankets. So it's all working out great. So before we say goodbye, it's going to be a mess in here, but we got to go see the Kraken cats. I mean, after all, Carrie Bishop is a Kraken cat. She just posted her milestone for membership, and she was our first member here, as well as she's our managing moderator, so there's that. But because she's here, we can't say goodbye without saying the Kraken, the Ninja Kittens. So you'll just have to forgive the condition of the rooms. Carrie Bishop. Oh, hi, everybody. Carrie Bishop, would you please? Yes. Dun, dun. Dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. What is this? What? No, don't follow me. People can't see you if you keep following me. Oh my goodness, you're going to make people car sick, and we're not even in a car. There's, all right, there's Summer Lucille. I'm sorry for the swooping around, but they won't be still. There is Utah. Da-da, 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 dun, da-da, da-da. He's a cracking kitty, he's a cracking kitty. And everybody knows their story. But a real quick note, just in case you are new. These 4 identical ginger tabbies. There are 4, believe me, there are 2 more of them in here. Oh. Sir Arthur Wells, can you be bothered to at least acknowledge Utah? Stop, Utah. Sir Arthur, Utah, stop. Utah, stop it. Sir Arthur, could you be bothered to at least acknowledge that Utah, stop it. Utah, stop. 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 Stop it. Get out of the way. Utah. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Stop. Stop it. Utah, I'm trying to interact with your brother. That is, sir, that, stop it. We don't want to see your booty. All right, fine. Utah is like, no, I shall not allow my brother to be the star of today's show. Anyway, that's Sir Arthur Wells, all snuggled up in a bed sent by flies on the coleslaw. And those are my outdoor pants for walking rags. And evidently, they've decided that they can just drag them around the room. And that's, don't worry, that's copyright-free music that's on there, so we're all good. So, Utah's got to show out a little bit. All right, and there's Summer Lucille. Watch out. And there's Lady Opal Moon. But what I was saying, these 4 identical ginger tabbies were rescued out of a storm drain on a rainy day by my husband. They are identical down to the fact that they have the same number of rings on their tails. That's why they wear collars of different colors, so that I know who is who. Yeah. So, you gonna hop up there and show out? And these babies, their eyes were not quite open when they were rescued. They were rescued along with their nursing mother, Ginger Snap. And it was quite a journey. It was our first rescue of a nursing mother with kittens, and they look exactly like their mommy. Anyway. You love that quilt, Cotton Candy Boobs? Let me show it to you again. It has two, it's doubles. How can I try to show you the other side, if the babies will let me. Has both sides are a gardening motif. You guys know I'm an avid flower gardener and herb gardener, but it has it has a gardening motif, and it's reversible. And they've got this, as I told you, the room is a mess right now, but it has matching pillow shams. So, all right, guys. Well, kiddos, we've been on here right at an hour, and I like to keep it right at an hour, thereabouts. But thank you all for coming over and reassuring me that my new rescue pup is not going to. I was like, oh my gosh, I've got to figure out how to load her up and take her to the vet. She ate kitty cat poo. Listen, you know what I just was reminded of? Of course you don't. You don't live in my head. I was reminded of when I had my first child. The first time I had to call my mom and say, he's doing this, and I'm freaking out and I don't know what to do. And she laughed. She didn't laugh making fun of me. She laughed because it's something that all babies do. I guess all dogs eat kitty cat poo if they get the chance. So thank you for reassuring me. So here we go. Kids, please spay and neuter your fur babies. Take them for their annual exams and keep their shots up to date, please. Stop. I'm trying to say goodbye. I'm trying to say goodbye to I'm trying to say goodbye, and you're knocking. Oh my word. I'm going to try to say goodbye again. Now, doggone it. Please be kind to wildlife. Like I preach to you all the time, or most of the time, or half the time, or a lot of the time. They're not encroaching on our habitat. We're encroaching on theirs, and wildlife can use all the help we give them. And the very most important thing that I remind you of, please be kind one to another. It's not going to cost you one thin dime, and it's not going to hurt you one single bit. And it is going to come back to you tenfold when you very least expect it, but you need it the very most. All right? So, it wouldn't be alive with old Susan from Furry Feline Monsters of Mass Destruction without this. What's new, pussycats? Oh, 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 oh. And hit that little button and go, wee!